What's the tea?
Well, spill it. Here I go.
Why y'all home?
Well, everybody, the Puffy Combs trial has begun, and, you know, the prosecutors are saying that Puffy fired at least one gunshot into the ceiling of the nightclub, which is, like, ridiculous. This whole thing happened back, of course, in December of '99. The comment came during the opening statements, and 3 people were injured during a shooting. Of course, Shine and Anthony Wolf Jones, the bodyguard, will also be standing trial. They're also saying that when the gunshots rang out, now whoever threw the, pulled the trigger, whatever, Puffy ran out of the club so fast and got into the waiting SUV that it wasn't until he got into the truck that he realized that he left Jennifer behind, along with his bodyguard, Anthony Wolf. He just, like, ran. You know, forget it. That's a true sign of an itch bag, by the way. Leaving his woman.
I thought it was an unk pay.
Well, eventually, Jennifer and Wolf made their way to the SUV without Puffy. Right. They ran 11 lights to elude the cops. Supposedly it was Puffy, although people are saying they saw a female hand tossing a gun out the window. And then when the cops stopped them, they found a second gun, of course, in the car. Right. All 4 of the occupants, the driver, the bodyguard, Puffy, and Jennifer, were handcuffed and taken down to the precinct. And eventually, Puffy and his bodyguard, Wolf, were overheard talking about their plot to bribe the driver to take the rap for the gun. And Puffy was overheard saying, and I quote, because the prosecutor said this, "I can't go to jail. I'm Puff Daddy." Well, you know. Okay. All right, now I'm going to give you a quick, brief breakdown of some of the jurors, and I'll give you the rest on the next down low. Or if you call and you express interest about this particular case, I'll chat with you. A white man in his late 20s or early 30s. He's a paralegal at a corporate law firm. He's a college graduate, and he has a favorable impression of Puffy. That's juror number 1. Number 2 is a middle-aged white woman who's retired from print media. She and her husband live on the Upper West Side of New York. They have 2 grown children, a son who works in printing, and a daughter who's a yoga instructor. Okay. That's juror number 2. Number 3 is a white native New Yorker in her 50s who works with autistic children in the city's public school. Oh, no. She lives in Midtown Manhattan with her husband, who's an educator, and their 22-year-old daughter lives in Oregon, where she's working on her master's degree in speech pathology. Juror number 4 is a black man in his 30s. He's a corrections officer in the Federal Detention Center over in Brooklyn. He does own some Puffy CDs. Wow. Number 4 is a black man in his mid-50s who works as a commercial tax collector in New York City. He's lived in Harlem for 20 years, and he has a 30-year-old son. And the last one that I'm going to introduce you to now is a black woman in her 40s who works as a peace officer at a public library. She's also been involved in checking departing baggage, from the library. For stolen books. So she's a woman who lives on the right side of the law. Okay. So anyway, those are the 6 of the 12 jurors, and I'll introduce you to the other 12 in the next down low, where I'll also give you some shocking new information about Jesse Jackson, and I got something on Brandy. Be here, okay?
All right, that's what's up. At 6:51, news and traffic is up next. We are the world famous Dream Team Show. Right.